If you're someone who regularly takes pictures for work and then spends way too much time writing up reports about them, this video is for you. Before I explain anything, let me show you something cool. See this folder I just created in Google Drive? I'm going to create a new folder for a new project I've been working on. Then I took some pictures at a job site earlier today and check this out. So I'm going to upload the pictures I took today, pictures uploaded, and in a minute I will have a document here. There it is. Let's open it. A complete document just appeared with all my pictures and detailed descriptions. And I didn't type a single word. It all happened automatically. What I'm going to show you today is how to make all of that happen automatically, how to build this automation for you. You just take pictures, drop them in a folder, and boom, you get a professional report with detailed descriptions. And the best part, it's surprisingly easy to set this up using Zapier. If you can create a folder and upload pictures, you can do this too. Before moving forward, let me talk about myself. I'm Andres from Connex. We are an automations and integrations agency, and we can automate and integrate your tech stack. If you have an automation idea or an integration need, look at the link in the description below to book a free discovery call with us. So I actually got this idea while talking to a roofing company. They were taking dozens of pictures at every job site and spending hours writing up quotes. Now they just take pictures, and the quotes practically write themselves. Pretty game changing, right? Ready to see how this works? Let's dive in. So at a high level, this is the workflow, how it looks like. This was built in Zapier, and if you don't know what Zapier is a platform that allows you to connect your apps and automate your workflows. When building workflows in Zapier, we usually can explain them with the formula. When this happens, do that. Every Zap, which is a workflow in Zapier, starts with a trigger and is what starts an automation. In this case, is whenever there is a new image uploaded to Google Drive. Again, this workflow is at high level and very simplified. I'm going to show you later the more detailed Zap that I built, and I'm going to explain each action step by step. But basically, everything starts when an image is uploaded in Google Drive. This image is sent to ChatGPT. ChatGPT has a feature to analyze images, and then the response is appended to Google Docs. This is the resulting Zap. As you can see, we have all the steps I described before, the new file in Google Drive, the ChatGPT action, and then appending text to a document. I added a couple of more steps that I'm going to explain why each of them has a reason to exist. Now, if you don't have Zapier already, I encourage you to go to zapier.com, create an account, and once you are logged in, look for the orange button on the left, hit create, hit Zaps, and this is how you can find the interface to start working and start building your automations. You can try the Copilot at the top here, or you can just jump into creating mode using the trigger and actions below. Going back to the Zap I already built, let's go in detail one by one. So everything starts with a new file in Google Drive. You need to select App, Google Drive, trigger new file, and then connect your account. After that, you need to configure the trigger. You can select which Google Drive you want to monitor. In this case, I'm monitoring all Google Drives in my company. So this will trigger after all files uploaded in any place in my company. And I'm going to show you right away how to filter and be specific about the files in the jobs folder. So going back here in the test area, Zapier will try to pull an existing record from Google Drive, so you can understand what kind of information comes together. So we have who's the owner, we have the IDs, we have the folder IDs as well, and when this was created, so on and so forth. So let's continue with any selected record. I suggest you, when you hit test record here, you upload an image before that, so the records that comes here are related to images. After that, what we're doing is we are retrieving the parent folder. We want to understand who is the parent folder of the contained folder. So basically, whenever an image lands in this folder, we are looking for the parent of this folder, which is jobs. If you know, in Google Drive, each file and each folder has a unique identifier. So if you look at the URL, you will see that this jobs folder has this specific ID. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm pulling the parent of the project folder, and then in the next step, I'm checking with a filter by Zapier that the parent ID corresponds to the jobs ID folder. And then as well, I check with this condition that the file uploaded is an image. So the condition is meme type starts with image and parent's ID exactly matches the ID of the job folder. So this zap will trigger for every file uploaded to Google Drive, but it will move forward only if this is an image uploaded to a subfolder of the job folder. The next step is to send this to ChatGPT. Then you need to select the app ChatGPT, and the action event is analyze image content with vision. This is a super cool feature from ChatGPT that is able to analyze images. And the way to configure this is you need to provide a message or a prompt. Now, for this specific use case, I'm telling ChatGPT that I'm a roofing company. If you are other kind of company or in another industry, I suggest you to tweak this message and this prompt to your specific situation. And as the image, what we are providing ChatGPT with the actual image coming from Google Drive. To do so, we cannot see the image itself here in Zapier, but Zapier tells us that this image exists. So if we look for file, we will see that from the trigger, step 1, a file exists, but it's not shown because this is a series of bits that it doesn't make sense to show those on Zapier. So I'm going to map this by clicking the plus button on the side, looking for file and clicking file exists but not shown, and then hit continue. Then the next step is to append the result of ChatGPT to Google Docs, but first we need to make sure a document exists at the project folder. So that's why this find the document step exists. And basically how this looks like is you need to select the app Google Docs. Action event is find a document. And we are telling Google Docs to find a document called project details - project title under the project folder. To do so, the folder we are doing the search is the project folder. And to do so, we bring the parent ID from step 1 from the trigger, and pay attention, there are two. Usually I go with the parent ID. And then I tell Zapier that all documents contain a prefix called project details and then the project name or the folder name. To do that, I bring in the title from step 2. Then there is a checkbox here. In case the document doesn't exist, we are instructing Google Docs to create a document if that doesn't exist yet. And once we check that, this will bring us this section where we can provide Google Docs with some content already. And what I'm doing here, I'm putting in here all the headers. So basically I'm bringing in a title, a paragraph, a subtitle, a list elements, and a subtitle again. In this case, again, bringing some hard-coded text and then variables from the steps above. Note that this is all HTML and CSS. So if you know HTML enough, you can build this yourself. Otherwise, you can create a template Google Docs and export this into HTML and paste the results back here. Remember, you can always bring variables in the text here by clicking this plus button and choosing any variables that are available here as well. So for instance, the headers is this part of the document until this subheader. You can customize this for your company. And the final step is to append text to a document. So again, the app is Google Docs. Action event is append text to document. And again, this is HTML. So I'm including the image using this snippet and bringing in the thumbnail link from step 1, as well as the result of the image analysis made by ChatGPT in here. And this is how it looks like. Basically, we will have an image and a description, an image and a description so on and so forth. So if you're a property manager doing inspections all day, or a contractor documenting progress on different job sites, maybe you are an insurance adjuster taking pictures of claims, or a real estate agent shooting properties, I'm pretty sure this automation will help in your day-to-day. Do you need help implementing this, or do you have any automations idea that you'd like to discuss? Book a free discovery call using the link in the description below. Cheers!